another vibe? What, you want another vibe?
What that $75?
Oh yeah, we getting money out of that.
Who is Fendi Frost?
So I'm an artist, designer, and just got into the community activist space.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how long you been an artist?
I've been an artist, man. Man, it's been a long time. Long as I can remember, maybe seriously, probably about 15 years.
15 years?
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
So what made you decide that you wanted to be an artist? What got you in the game? What kind of influences?
Well, I mean, I've always had a love for music. I grew up in a musical household. My father, he plays, his main instrument is a saxophone, but he played pretty much every instrument. So growing up, that's all we used to hear, is music. He taught us how to play some of the instruments, but and just transitioning into the culture, it was just inevitable. It was just the music that was relevant. So if whatever music was relevant, that's what I would have been doing. It's just in my blood.
Right. So what kind of instruments you play?
Well, I haven't touched it in a minute, but I used to play trumpet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you went from blowing the trumpet to rocking the mic.
Yeah. But you could really hear, because I tend to pick a lot of beats with soulful samples or blues inspired, and then if you really listen, you could hear like the raspiness and the blues in my voice. So that it's heavily inspired.
That came from the trumpet.
Yeah.
So how would you describe your style? How would you describe your swag, your drip? You feel me?
It's definitely unique. Anybody that hears me, they like this. I haven't heard nothing like this. So I can't really compare myself to anybody else. But like I said, it's definitely blues inspired. I like to catch my pockets in the beats and kind of ride the beats in a unique way. And my flow is definitely unorthodox. So it's different.
So where you we know you from Chicago because you on CHIRAQ magazine.
Yeah, most definitely.
We fucking with Chicago artists. You feel me? That's what we about.
Yeah.
But what part of Chicago are you from? Where you grow up at?
So pretty much all over the city. So Chatham, that's one of the neighborhoods that I was in a lot. Gyro City. As younger, I was out west. And right now I'm up north. So been all over the city, stayed all over the city.
Oh, okay. So as a child, you was
pretty much bouncing around.
Yeah. Okay. So, you mentioned that you got the non-for-profit.
Most
You're
definitely.
a community activist.
Yeah.
What's going on with that?
So, with the non-for-profit, I started that last year with my partner Cantu, and basically, we created it's called the BEAR Initiative, which stands for Build, Empower, Advocate, and Revolutionize. And our main focus is the youth. We want to get the youth and teach them different trades, and kind of focus on the ones that are in a detention center. And we partnered with the Cook County Detention Center, and we're actually going to be starting teaching courses. We got to go through some training ourselves to actually connect with them, which we in the works of doing. But that's gonna kick off within the next couple months. But since then, I mean, before all of that, we've done a few events. We did a coat drive in Inglewood. We gave out 300 Columbia sportswear coats. We also did a toy drive on the low end, and we toy drive on the low end and Inglewood. We gave around it was like $3,000 worth of toys.
Oh, that's what's up.
During the holidays, and then we just held part of our record expungement. We held that last week. It was last week, but one of our attorneys, she got she got COVID, so we got to reschedule as far as the next portion of it, because it's a process. It's not like you just come and get your record expunged that day. We collected the information from the people, but it's still gonna be an opportunity. So if anybody who hit us just come out of time, we'll probably be doing the next portion middle of April, and just getting people who can get their record expunged or sealed. We're gonna take care of that.
So are you dealing with the non-for-profit? Are you dealing with a specific age group, or just is it adults, or who can come get their record expunged?
Oh, for the record expungement, that's adults.
Okay.
That's adults. Because the youth, that stuff don't stick with them anyway.
Oh,
so,
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So
that's right. When you're a juvenile,
yeah,
it don't count. Well, it depends.
It depends.
If you go, if the federal government, you see what I'm saying, get on your heels. You see what I'm saying? Then they count everything. You know what I'm saying? Juvenile, domestic. You know what I mean, and all that. So it depends. But for the most part, you said it's for the expungement is for the adults.
Yeah. That's for the adults. We're gonna be doing some things for the adults, like I said, like we did the coat drive, the expungement events. But I don't want to just. I don't want to just do charity work. I want to do actually rebuilding and programs, as opposed to just giving stuff out. That's cool, but how are we really helping if we're not really trying to put programs and trying to, like fix the issues that we're complaining about.
Right.
So everything that I see like it's an issue, I think we should change this up. Then that's what I'm really putting my energy into and using my resources to make it different. So
what's an issue that y'all are working on right now? What you see that needs to be changed? As far as
I think the main thing is opportunity, lack of opportunity. So that's why I want to, because it's like when I talk to my pops, he'd tell me about when he was going to school, they had you could learn a trade in the high school and go straight from high school to the workforce. Back in the day, you could do that. Today, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's really no incentive to even finish high school. That's why the dropout rate is so high. But forget high school. How many youth, or how many, like if we look at people who know trades, it's not too many of our people that are in this work when it used to be. It was we used to work with our hands. We used to you could make a living. Right now people don't even understand, like a good plumber, he could probably make anywhere from 70,000 80,000 a year.
Fact.
Maybe even more than that if he started his own business. So we want to teach these trades so people don't have to resort to the streets in order to make their living. We want to catch them while they're young and influence them in that way. If you're interested in what are you interested in? What are your interests? If you're interested in music, we got a studio where we can teach you mixing, mastering, whatever the case may be. If you're interested in fashion design, or you're interested in, you want to put a clothing line together, I could walk you through step by step how to get your manufacturers, so I really want to focus on what their interests are, and expose them into different things that they typically wouldn't be exposed to, and try to influence them to go another way. Yeah. So I think this is why I think exposure, like social media, definitely plays a part, to answer your question. But I think with exposure to new things, you have a choice. Because it's like, all right, when we was coming up, we kind of idolized, the niggas who was selling dope.
right.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, all right, they the ones getting the money. I remember seeing the BD twins pulling up in the Rolls Royces. You know what I'm saying? And the Bentleys. I was like, damn. But if you are able to see somebody moving into a home, or telling you, yeah, I got this, I got that, or you actually seeing somebody who's doing good for themselves as an entrepreneur, somebody who's not necessarily a rapper, we have a facility outside of it, and we looking to get another one. That's right on 79th, right across from Leo. And that's where we're gonna be holding classes. And actually, that portion is going to be most likely for profit, but we're going to use we're going to be doing free courses for people who they kind of we filter into the program basically.
Okay. Talk to me about the clothing line you said.
Yeah, the clothing line. This one of my jackets right here, but it's called Modest Streetwear, and I've been in business for about 4 years now, and mostly outerwear, but it's streetwear, high end streetwear. So I do a lot of leather goods. I put fur on the leather jackets. Got varsity jackets, and it's been going decent. It's been going decent. I had a lot of people wear my shit. Tiny just wore a jacket.
T.I. wife.
Yeah. Coy Leray, she just wore a jacket. Herb then wore a jacket. He actually wore it on an interview with Ebro in the morning. Who else? Gunna put a jacket on. Thug put a jacket on. A lot of people.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So do you design everything yourself? You said you put the fur on there, so you actually make it and.
I don't actually stitch them.
Okay.
But I do design them.
Okay.
Yeah. So I design everything, and then I got different manufacturers. Some in Pakistan, some in China, some here, and depending on what it is. I just go through it, whatever manufacturer it does best. Like when you start really like doing this and really like getting in tune with the different fabrics and whatnot, you learn who specializes in what. I had bought some cashmere sweaters, and with cashmere, China is the only place. It's maybe I think it like in like I forget what place in Canada, but
Ontario.
Yeah, one of them. But cashmere only comes from certain spots in the world, because it comes from a goat, and they only able to produce it. That's why it's so much. They only able to produce it once a year in a certain time, So when you learn that, it's like, oh, okay, you learn why the price is this way and why you can only get this from here, and if you get it from somewhere else, why the price is even more. So you just learn like leather. A lot of your leather goods come from Pakistan. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking at leather jackets and whatnot, you be like, oh damn, it's all the good leather. You know what I'm saying? Pakistan, they known for making leather goods. China, they make pretty much everything. But they make a lot of fur because their laws are different. Of course, a lot of the fur comes from China. So. You just learning different stuff, but I get my stuff from pretty much everywhere.
That's what's up. So how'd you get Tiny to wear the jacket? How you get all the artists that you mentioned in the apparel?
Man, honestly, I just gave it to him. Like I pulled up on Tiny when she was out here. One of my people, they one of their security. One of their security, they called me, that he was shooting a video, and I brought him some merch. He hasn't worn it yet. They said she was with him, so I brought her a jacket too. And I look up on live maybe like 3 months after that, and she had my jacket on her live.
That's what's up.
She just wearing it. She was with the group she was in. And I guess they was
Escape.
Yeah. She was wearing it with them. She was just on live, just wearing it. I've either pulled up on them personally. Yeah, pretty much everybody I pulled up on them personally. Besides Coy Leray. Coy Leray was doing a video with one of my homies' artists, and I gave his artist a jacket, and I gave Coy Leray one, and of course they just put them on.
That's what's up.
Herb, I just gave it to him personally. I'm cool with his DJ too, Victorious. That's like my little brother, you know what I'm saying? So I always get him stuff. But everybody, it's like they really rock with the brand. It's like I don't have to force nobody. Hey, can you please wear this? I just give it to them, and they appreciative because they like, damn, this shit cold.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quality.
Yeah.
You dealing with leather.
Yeah.
You ain't just doing the normal. Everybody can come out with a hoodie, t-shirt, this and that. You took it to a whole nother level. Yeah. So talk to us about the logo and where you came up with the name.
So the logo is it's a spinoff of the polo bear. It really the clothing line, it wasn't meant to be a clothing line. So it really was meant to be my artist logo. So my name Frost. So I wanted something that represents that. So I chose a polar bear as a you know what I'm saying, and it was a spinoff of the like I said, it was a spinoff of the polo bear. And I wanted to make them, you know what I'm saying, more appealing to the streets. So we put, the jewelry on them, the Timbs on them, you know what I'm saying? We really, we did it like, to appeal to, us.
Right.
So from there, I didn't press up any like merch. It's when I made the logo for years. And I pressed up a couple t-shirts, and I was on the block with one of my homies, my homie B, and he seen the shirt. He like, G, you don't even understand how fly this shit is. He like, you need to make this a clothing line. And I'm like, I wasn't interested in doing a clothing line because I knew in my head when I commit to something and I do it, I'm gonna go crazy. Like I'm gonna use like I'm a really. And at the time I was a little intimidated. I ain't want to just. I'm like, I'm just focused on the music. I don't want to just kind of, cause I know that's gonna be a whole investment where I'm gonna have to spend. I'm spending hundreds of thousands on putting my clothing line together. Mm-hmm. So he like, nah, you need to make this a clothing line. He like, you being too modest about this, and that's where the name came from. It just clicked right there. Like, damn. I'm like, okay. Cause nothing about the actual clothing line is modest. You know what I'm saying? Like I got rabbit fur on leather jackets.
Right.
I got, bright colors on some of the jackets, everything, nothing about it is modest. But the fact that he said that I was being modest about how fly the actual logo was made me create the actual clothing line and name it Modest.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So now Fendi Frost.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the name. Where did Fendi Frost come from?
So Fendi, my name always been Frost. It's just a childhood name. You know what I'm saying? Just I don't know, maybe because my personality. But
it's Frost because what, you cold or just, you got a little what
just laid back. I'm just laid back, cool. I guess just I don't know, but Fendi came from, I was living in DC in 2012, like 2013, and I used to come back to the crib, and I used to go out to New York while I was in DC to shop. It was like an hour or two drive. I used to just drive up there, shop, and this is the time when this was like Gucci was really coming back, because it was a time period. Gucci go out, come back, go out, come back. I don't know if people remember that, but it was a time period where Gucci was coming back. Everybody was starting to wear Gucci belts again. And actually this is the first time the belt game really was, you know what I'm saying?
At first it was the 80s with your man
Dapper Dan.
Doing, and that wasn't even the real Gucci.
Right, exactly.
He just was making stitching the Gucci on stuff and was going crazy. That was the first little wave of Gucci.
Yeah. So Gucci was like, it was, people just, girls did the Gucci bags, but other than that, it was like, it wasn't like men wasn't wearing Gucci for real, Gucci shoes a little bit. Gucci was coming back big. So at this time, I'm just seeing everybody Gucci crazy. I was doing Louis Vuitton, and I wanted to just, I've always been like a trendsetter, so I always want to do different. Whatever, if everybody doing this, I'm doing something different. So when I was going up to New York, I was going to I was going to the Fendi store a lot, and Fendi, they had, they had their belts, they had their shoes, and people at this time, people didn't even know, that they made men's, clothing, shoes, belts, all of that. So I'm coming back to the crib and everybody just seeing like how I'm doing the Fendi. And I think it might have been my homie Zeus. He just started calling me Fendi first. It was either him or, but it was a lot of people just starting calling me Fendi, just because I was just wearing so much of it. And that's just really how where the name came from.
So your partner's been instrumental in the name,
the
clothing line,
most
everything.
Definitely.
That's what's up. So you got creative people around you.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So now, the rapping. Take us through. You see what I'm saying? The process, your process.
Yeah.
When you putting down a verse or you putting a song together. Give us, Fendi's thoughts of how he finna, set that mic on fire.
So it got to the point where I was doing so much music, I stopped writing because two things. I stopped writing and I stopped listening to beats outside of the studio. So my process is, cause I mix and master all my music. So I get in the studio, I pull the mic out, and that's when I start listening to beats. When I hear something I like, I pull it in, I pull it up, and then I just go, so I do a couple lines at a time, and just piece it together, cause I found that when you write something down, as you writing a verse and you go to recite your verse, you start to lose the feeling, the initial feeling that you get when you record it. Like you might miss the cadence or it might be something just a little bit off. And I know when I piece it together, I could give you that raw feeling, that I feel when I hear it, so.
So you don't remember nothing that you write? So you just go in there, put a verse down, then whatever you feeling, then put another one down, then you go back and put everything together.
Yeah.
So you don't remember nothing.
Nah.
That's crazy. How you gonna do your shows?
Well, with the shows, right? So I just all I need to do is listen for maybe like a couple days. Just listen to the music that I'm gonna perform, and just for a couple days.
You don't remember none of the songs that you write?
No. Now, unless I just really got to listen to them maybe like a few days and then I know them, but I got over 1,000 songs. So when you recording that much, I'm recording weekly, and like the most songs I done knocked out in a day was like, I think it was 10. So when you recording that much and making that much content, it's like, everything kind of get mixed in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I just gotta listen to them.
So now in that case, how would you protect yourself? How are your lyrics copywritten? Because don't you gotta have a physical copy of your lyrics?
Yeah.
Not just the digital or the audio. So if you don't remember nothing, you ain't write it down. You got to go back and listen and write it, or how you do that?
I got to literally go back and listen and write it. Whenever I'm finna put something out, I got to go back, listen, and write it down.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know it was only a couple rappers. I know it was Big said it first, that he ain't right.
No, he ain't right.
And then Jay.
Yeah.
And then now you starting to see people adapt that kind of style. I met a guy too. I was in the studio with FBG Duck.
Yeah.
And he ain't right.
Yeah.
And I ain't even know that.
Yeah, he ain't right.
And I watched him, you know what I'm saying? I watched him make a song.
You know we got music together.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. You're gonna have to put that out. That was my man.
No, it's out. It's out. The single we did is called Exhaustion. And that's actually the song that got me my single distribution deal with Stash House / KMG Orchard Sony.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So you got a deal from doing the song with Duck.
Yeah.
Because he was signed with Sony.
Yeah.
But it was through records.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So you caught their ear.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
Right, that's what's up.
That song is what caught their ear. Yeah. That's what caught their ear.
So I was listening I seen Duck mom, she did an interview, and on the interview she was saying that the people in the industry ain't really want to work with Duck because they scared of him.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that? Do you think the industry is scared of Chicago as a whole because of how we portrayed and what's going on in Chicago? What you think about that? The industry being scared to work with Chicago artists?
Well, I think like this, right? Say for instance, say you get a deal, right? Right, and you don't like me, right? Now, you've had your deal for years. You got cool with all of the labels. You got cool with all the execs. You got cool with all the A&Rs. Everybody want to be on your good side because you hot, right? All the artists, you do songs with them. So they know that you don't like me, right? So me, I got good music. I'm trying to break through. I'm breaking through, but I'm getting a lot of resistance because now people don't want to fuck with me just off of your relationships.
Right.
I think a lot of that is going on. So it's people that's already in the industry that's built these relationships over years. So now anybody that looks like their opposition, the industry don't really want to fuck with them.
Right.
I think a lot of that is going on.
Right, yeah, definitely. The blackball.
Yeah.
But do you think that they scared? Because she specifically said that they ain't want to work with them because they were scared of them. Now, when you looking, when you're on the outside looking in, and you seeing, what I'm saying, the guys, with the guns, and because I think Chicago started that, right?
Yeah.
Niggas on the videos with the guns and the drill, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nobody wasn't even really, they wasn't even doing that.
No.
So, and the music is always a representation of the culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, of what's going on. You got a lot of people that be fronting, but for the most part, they still seeing, you know what I'm saying, niggas getting laid down in Chicago. The murder rate is off the chain.
Yeah.
So do you think that they are, that they may be scared to work with the artists in Chicago?
I don't think that's the case.
You don't think they're scared?
Nah, I think if Duck came through first before Chief Keef and before Dirk, I think it would be the opposite. I think it would be the other way around. I don't think they would want to work with Dirk or Chief Keef.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's more so just the blackball. I don't think they're really scared because that's the industry. That's like the industry is like the streets. So it's like a lot of them not built like that, but they infatuated with it and they want to be around it. You know what I'm saying? They want that ally. So I don't think it's a scared issue. I think what she was referring to was more so like they scared they're gonna get on Dirk bad side, or they're gonna get on Chief Keef bad side, or these labels bad side. I think that's more so what they scared of.
So how do you feel about the way Chicago look right now? You know what I mean? How you feel about the way we look to the world? You think we making a positive impact, a negative impact? How do you think we looking to the rest of the world?
Well, overall, I think it's a negative impact, of course. Just cause the dead homie dissing then went real wide. And I think the lack of unity, it's like it needs to be something to change the dynamics, because even if you look at like all of the scenes, the rap scenes and the cultures, like you look at LA, like Suge was getting Crips and Bloods and bringing them together on one label. If you look at Atlanta, you know, they got issues with each other down there, but you don't really see it.
Right.
You know, they it's room for everybody to make their money and do their thing. Everybody can pretty much do it and coexist except for Chicago. So I think the dynamics need to change. Yeah.
Right. That's what's up. So if you could change something about Chicago, I know you got a lot of ideas because you're a community activist.
Yeah.
And you're a creative dude anyway.
Yeah.
What would it be?
Well, I think that's a loaded question. I you know what, I think the only thing that needs to change is the infrastructure. I think it's a lot of people that's in the way, and they sucking the city dry. You know what I'm saying? It should be no way that other artists can come here, check a bag, and our artists can't get on stage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or they trying to charge our artists to get on stage. It's like you look at anywhere else, you know, down south, anywhere, like artists, I know artists is doing millions of views on YouTube and can't get $1,000 for a feature. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere else, you getting 50, you going on tour. You
right.
going on a little tour, and they got the little chitlin circuit down south. You know what I'm saying? So the infrastructure needs to change here. We need to, where an infrastructure that's created that supports the artist, and you can actually, I don't want to say get a deal because, you know, them days almost over with, but you can actually have a solid business as opposed to just being a struggling artist. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what's up. Cause actually, you familiar with CHIRAQ?
Yeah,
from Detroit?
Yeah.
Now, what you just mentioned about the artists, you know what I'm saying, coming to our city and making more money than the artists from that city. That's what CHIRAQ was dealing with when he was saying it's a no-fly zone. Remember when CHIRAQ was doing that? And that's what he was on. He was like, man, y'all ain't finna just come here and make no money, and you know what I'm saying? And the artists here can't make no money. So I definitely agree with that. So what you got going on in the music? Where you at now? I know you said you dropping something every week. So do you got any new situations, or what's the future looking like for Fendi?
So I'm dropping a project or a single every 3 weeks for this whole year. Whether that's a collab joint, an album, an EP, whatever the case may be. But most of those releases are going to be through Stash House / Sony, or slash Orchard, KMG Sony. And we got some things that I can't really speak on right now that, you know, we trying to work out. But
you talking to Sony, basically.
Yeah.
You got a deal in the making.
Yeah. Well, right now I just got distribution. I got a distribution deal. But possibly we might, you know, figure something else out.
They want to see how it go with the distribution.
They because we've already released one project. We got another one that's coming out, I believe, end of April. So they already like what's going on, and they like the numbers. They like everything. It's just we got to figure out what works best for both of us. You know what I'm saying? Before, you know, because, you know, I'm fine independent, just doing, you know, my distribution through them. You know what I'm saying? So. But, you know, if they work out something that's worthwhile, we'll put it together.
Okay, so explain to the people that might not be clear as to exactly what distribution is. Because I know, you know, we're in a whole different age now.
Yeah.
So distribution used to mean you get your CD printed up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they had certain people that would you could certain outlets that you could distribute. You know what I'm saying? Your CDs. Now we in the social media age. Everybody is streaming. So for the people that don't know, explain to them exactly what distribution is.
So distribution right now today is basically, instead of me going through TuneCore or DistroKid or anything like that, I go directly through the label. Because DistroKid and TuneCore, they really not distributors, they're aggregators, which is a third party taking another cut. With them, not only do they distribute your music on all of the streaming platforms, they also license your music too. So they push it to movies, video games, radio. It's all within the distribution. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's more checks. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So,
So licensing just gives, just so we could be clear and people understand, licensing just gives EA Sports the right to play your music on there or somebody else. So licensing is that's really where the bag at.
That's the bag.
With the licensing. A lot of people don't know that. It's like even when you got a product, you know what I'm saying, you want the best way to really get that thing out there is to license it for Target or Walmart or something like that. So that's what's up. So how you what made you decide on because I know you've been independent, you've been rapping for like 15 years, you said. What made you decide to even go with Sony for the distribution, and why did you pick the deal that you got?
Well, I think the door being open is going to open up more doors. So, which it already has. So, by me, because you can only do so much independent. When you start opening these other doors up, and now I got the relationships where, okay, instead of me spending money how I want to spend money as far as my marketing, I can talk to somebody directly in the label that does the marketing for Tory Lanez or Young Dolph or Drake. You know what I'm saying? I can
give you a little insight.
Yeah, give me an insight, or I could pay them to do the marketing for me.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So instead of me trying to figure out, okay, how can we can just do this, this, and this, and this. You know what I'm saying? And they're not going to charge me what they would charge the label because I'm still independent.
Right.
They're going to look out for me because they see I'm doing my thing. I'm still going to put my money up, but I'm taking a boss route. I'm putting my own money up, paying for my own marketing, and then, we're making it work.
For the guys that's looking up to you, that's checking you out, you know what I mean, and they got an opportunity, or they got something on the table coming from a record label, what would you suggest that they do? What's one of the main mistakes that you could tell somebody right now when they dealing with a label that they should avoid?
Well, I think that you got to do what's best for you, right? So a lot of people, they don't understand how business works. So some people will look at, for instance, some people will look at a 360 deal and they'll say, don't sign a 360 deal. Well, if you're an artist that you just an artist, you're not a businessman, you don't plan on being a businessman, you don't plan on investing in your music, you don't plan on doing any of these things, how can you expect a label who's putting up all the money and taking all the risk to give you any type of leverage? You know what I'm saying? Now, me, I like to invest in my own self. I have, multiple businesses. I invest in myself. I don't need a label to put up all of the money and assume all the risk. I'm going to take the risk myself. So a distribution deal works best for me right now. But some people may need a little bit more help. So I say, really understand the business, understand what you bring to the table, because everybody got a hot song. You know what I'm saying? You're not, no offense to anybody, but you're not really as special as you think you are. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be able to bring multiple things to the table in order to increase your leverage to actually get what you want. So
that's what's up. So a distribution deal, just to be clear, ain't nobody cutting no check.
No.
You gotta have your own bread.
Yeah.
You just got the access.
Yeah.
You just got the label.
Yeah.
Behind you for marketing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
You pretty much, depending on, who you dealing with, you pretty much got access to whatever the major, artists got access to. But instead of the label paying for it,
you gotta pay for it.
You gotta pay for it.
But they gonna work with you at a discount.
Yeah.
My man, so that's some game for y'all out there. Yeah. You heard it from the man himself.
Yeah.
You dig, know the business, but then you might have some people that they got 300,000 on the table, and they fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And no matter how the deal look, that 300,000 gonna change their life. What would you say about a situation like that? And if it might be a 10-year deal, like I seen YG. Said he was in a deal for 10 years that was super bogus.
Yeah.
So what would you say about shorty? They ain't, they family fucked up.
Yeah.
They been, growing up. You know how it is. When you growing up in Chicago, you poor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And being poor in Chicago it's ugly. What would you say? Now, the deal ain't in their favor, but they can get that money right then and there. What would your suggestion be in that type of situation?
I'm not gonna lie to you. If this gonna change your life, but you have to understand, 9 times out of 10, you gotta know, right? Okay, is this an advance? Is this money that I just can take home and not pay back? What's the actual verbiage in the contract? If we're talking about advance, you're gonna have to pay that back. So you're gonna have to take that 300 or whatever the dollar amount is and put, in my opinion, I would put most of that, at least half of that, into marketing to try to recoup whatever, on top of whatever else they're going to give me in marketing. You know what I'm saying? Because, and then understand this too. Like I just heard a story, this artist, he was up and coming out of LA. They put him in a mansion. The mansion, they was charging him. The label was charging him $15,000 a night. It was their suggestion to put him in that label.
$15,000 a night.
A night to stay in this mansion. It was the label's idea to put him in this mansion. They was charging him $15,000. Oh no, I'm sorry, $15,000 a month. $15,000 a month, but they actually only paid $3,000. Right, so they was overcharging him to rent this mansion out. They put all of this on his tab. Every trip, every meal, every studio session, all of that on his tab. So when they come down to it, no, you didn't recoup. He's like, I ain't recoup. I just did this XYZ. No, well, they sent him a bill. You know what I'm saying? So
they took all his money.
Basically, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you got to understand, like, the games that they play, and, you can't just go out here and go get you a chain without, like, you just got to, it's too much out here to not know. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, get on YouTube, do some research. It's just too much information out here. I can understand if it was back in the day, but it's just too much information out here to not know. You can get on YouTube and figure this out. So whatever they come with, just do a little bit of research. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
For the most part, people be blinded by the light, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They just looking at, you know what I'm saying, being famous and making money.
Yeah.
So you said you would spend your money on the marketing.
Yeah. Yeah, I would spend at least half of it.
So what type of marketing? Because it seems like the best marketing is social media.
Yeah, most definitely. So you could do, like, right now, I would pay influencers, like not Instagram, only TikTok. I would pay TikTok influencers. I do Spotify marketing through. I would do Spotify marketing through Google ads or Facebook ads, and then do features. So with artists that are aligned with me and maybe a little bit bigger than me, but not too much bigger. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sense.
You don't want them to outshine you. You don't want to be too big that they can't not outshine you as far as like you trash,
right?
But too big to where the shine is blinding.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody that they can't see you. They only see this guy.
Yeah. You want to collect their fan base. You want them to be somewhere where like somebody who you can get some of their fans. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the best way.
What you think you're getting a better bang for, the influencers or that paid advertising?
That paid advertisement for sure.
Okay.
Influencer just you typically, like, if you really want something to pop, you got to do everything at once. That just the influencer marketing add on to it. But it's like you can pop, like say I spent $100,000 on influencer marketing, right? Through TikTok. You could definitely pop a song doing that. But you could also pop a song doing $100,000 on Facebook marketing too. But that viral, like at the same time, they all posting whatever dance or some meme or whatever, some funny, entertaining. They all a challenge. If you paying some money to get that going, it's 9 times out of 10 it's gonna pop. But with Facebook marketing, that's you actually growing a target audience and bringing a target fan base into your world and collecting that data and you creating loyal fans as opposed to a viral moment, because it's like how many songs you heard where you don't even know who it is from TikTok.
Right.
You like that beatbox. I just found out who dude was. You know what I'm saying? But 9 times out of 10, like you ask me, they don't know who dude is. You know what I'm saying? Like, who was dude that sang that song? It's like you don't want the song to get. A lot of times with them TikTok like songs, the songs get bigger than the artist.
Right.
So it's important to do both.
Right. And a lot of people don't even realize the game that you just gave them. Something I peep anyway is that those challenges, you see what I'm saying, is really designed,
most definitely,
you know what I'm saying, to push the artist. That's what I be telling people all the time. When you starting to hear these songs pop up on these challenges and this and that, that's really a marketing scheme. I've been saying that, and nobody never told me that. I can just see the game. You know what I'm saying?
People think this by coincidence. The labels is doing that.
Yeah, definitely.
The labels, they getting their marketing team to pay. They paying these influencers
to make it hot.
Make it hot.
Yeah, that's how people got on like 6ix9ine.
Even Meg Thee Stallion. Every time Meg Thee Stallion come out, she come out with a TikTok something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A Crybaby. Every song she got come out with a dance or something. Right. A challenge. You know. Right. It's like that's that's the game now.
Now, speaking on that nigga 6ix9ine. How you feel about him, the way he disrespected Chicago and King Von? How you feel about that?
Of course, it's sad. It's sad that he's even in a position of relevance to even speak on, you know what I'm saying, the city or somebody, that's no longer with us. But I think the best thing, unless somebody really plans on doing some real like gangster shit and disregarding, all of the police and maybe potentially FBI people around them, the best advice the best thing I think people should do is just ignore the nigga.
Yeah, you gotta leave dude alone. Yeah, because Breezy got on there and said he got a warrant now. After they had some little altercation, he said he had a warrant for like 3 weeks, you know. So yeah, you really can't. But that's what he do.
That's what he do.
You know what I'm saying? That's what he do. That's how he stay relevant. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the best thing to do, especially for a person like that, man, just leave that dude alone, y'all.
Leave him alone.
Fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Unless you really plan on, you know what I'm
going
saying?
To jail.
Yeah,
that's all that's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Or getting shot trying to get this nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just leave that shit alone. So, what's Fendi's top 3 artists from Chicago overall? Not right now, just Chicago. Period. What's Fendi's top 3?
Okay. I'm gonna go with Zeus Money. Let's see here. Top 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we it's sad.
Overall.
I was about to say it's sad. You gotta say this.
All the artists.
The ones that still with us, or
period.
Okay.
Just Chicago artists.
Pappy. Man, it's tough. Top 3 overall. Zeus Money, Pappy. Damn, it's hard.
You know, you're going to get a lot of feedback on that one.
Yeah.
Pappy, that nigga was decent, though. I started listening to him. He had bars.
He was a dog. And what I love about Pappy was his style was so unorthodox. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he had bars, though.
He had bars. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was just different. It was different. I fuck with his brother, too. Tay Sad. That's my man. We got a few joints together.
You got to give me one more.
I would say Duck.
Duck?
Yeah, I'll say Duck.
Overall,
I think.
So you ain't
I know I ain't
Bump.
I ain't go.
Not
Bump.
Ye. But that's cool. That's your top 3.
Only reason why I say not Ye as one of my favorite artists. I was more so in love with Ye's production more so than his rapping. Yeah.
I think the production is what made him such a good rapper, though. Because if you can do, when you can do beats, you know how to ride that beat, you know how to, you know what I mean? Because you doing music for certain artists, so I think that's what made him so cold.
And it's like, Ye really in his own lane. It's like, of course we know Ye, one of the greatest to ever come out the city, you know what I'm saying? I feel like only reason why I can't put Bump in the top 3 is because his time was so short, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he's still moving around now.
But as far as like content wise, what was the project before Chicago really?
What about Twister? What about Twister? Do or Die?
Twister Legend.
Speed Knot.
Twister Legend. So we're not talking about right.
We talking about overall.
Overall,
you know
okay. All right. So let's go back. All right. So we talking about overall, not just right now.
Not right now.
Relevance.
Yeah.
Okay. So we talking about
3.
Top 3
out of Chicago.
Okay. Top 3 ever out of the city. All right. Okay. I would say, and we talking about artists.
Mm-hmm. Rap artists.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Twister. I mean, of course. Damn.
You gotta think.
I want to throw Common in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to throw Common in there. With throw Ye in there.
Gotta throw Ye in there.
Throw Ye in there.
Who else?
So we do Twister, Ye. I'm a damn nigga gonna have to. We talking about legends, like. LEP too. We got, man.
LEP?
Maybe LEP, but even still, like, I can't put LEP over Bump.
You gotta come on. You gotta give me one more.
You know what? This gonna make a lot of people mad. It's gonna make a lot of people mad. But I'm gonna go with Herb.
Herb?
I'm gonna go with Herb.
Okay, y'all heard him. Twister, Ye, and Herb. Hey, but you know somebody who was a dog though that you probably ain't familiar with, but you might. I don't know. The nigga Mickey Herb.
Oh yeah,
Herb.
Come on now. Yeah,
that nigga was a beast.
The liquor store song. Ooh, come on, like.
Hey, so you could, if you could work with any artist, who would it be?
Any artist, period.
Any artist, period.
That's tough too. Damn. I'm gonna say Jeremiah. I've been trying to make this shit happen for like the last 2 years, so I'm gonna just say that to speak that shit into existence.
Right.
I've been trying to get that,
But Jeremiah, I'm surprised you ain't say a rapper. I thought you was gonna say. I thought you was gonna say a rapper. Or
only reason why I didn't say a rapper is because I feel like me and an R&B artist, that shit'll take it to the next level.
Go crazy.
Yeah. Rapper wise, if I had to say a rapper, I would say right now. We talking about right now in this moment. I would say Freddie Gibbs.
Freddie Gibbs. From Detroit.
Nah, he from Gary.
Oh yeah, Gary. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he ain't. I had somebody used to show me his stuff a long time ago. They love Freddie Gibbs. Yeah, he nice like that.
Dog. Yeah,
because he was signed with Jeezy.
Yeah.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
He was signed with Jeezy, but they just nominated his last album for a Grammy.
Oh yeah.
Cold.
Oh,
the last two projects, man, top to bottom.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got another one. Another easy one for you.
Mm-hmm.
Who the hottest rapper? Who the hottest artist in Chicago right now?
The hottest?
Yeah. Who the hottest meaning not following wise, just who the hands down who the hardest artist in Chicago?
Well, besides myself,
right, that's what you're supposed to say. That's exactly what you're supposed to say. That's a trick question.
Yeah,
definitely. I mean, but besides yourself,
besides myself, I don't want to just be biased, but my homie Zeus Money, he a dog.
I'm gonna have to check Zeus out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I'm following him on social media.
Yeah, you gotta get
Zeus. Make sure if I ain't following, go out there and hit that link, man. I'm gonna have to see what's up. Fendi in here talking real good about you.
Live from 43rd,
he had you at the top 3, Zeus.
Yeah.
Before he changed, so we gonna see what's cracking.
Yeah, definitely. Zeus, I say Zeus. Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. Say something positive about the city.
Man, the city diverse. People just see one side of it. Overall, the city is positive. I think get a negative ring to it, but man, the city's so diverse. It's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's so much good that don't get covered. You know what I'm saying? But overall, it's more good than bad that happens in the city.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So we kind of getting a bad rap.
Most definitely.
Yeah, but that's why we here.
Yeah.
We bringing people like yourself. That's positive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got the non-for-profit going on.
Yeah.
The clothing line. You dig? And you rapping.
Yeah.
Positive young black man right here.
Most definitely.
My man, Fendi Frost.
And a lot of people don't cover it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they don't cover it. That's what we here for.
Yeah.
We're here for. Look, man, I appreciate you coming through. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? Hopefully You know what I mean? I already know we gonna still see you moving around, you doing your thing.
Yeah.
That's what got my attention.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just so you, cause I know I talked to you about the CHIRAQ spitters.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm finna get that man back in here.
Most definitely.
Y'all stay tuned. We gonna get him back here on the CHIRAQ spitter. And just so y'all know, if he wasn't a spitter, I wouldn't even be fucking with him.
Yeah.
You dig?
Yeah.
So I already know he can spit. You did what I'm saying? My man. Love, bro. Peace. We out of here.
You want another vibe? What you want another vibe?
What's that, $75?
Oh yeah, we getting money out of it.